All right, good evening, everybody. I don't know about you, but I really need this tonight. And thank you for being here, for joining me for gentle yoga this evening. We are using all the props tonight. Both at home, just find something similar. I'll try to give some modifications.
Oh, can you unmute? You're on mute.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And forehead softens, shoulders soften. Feel your belly start to softly rise and fall with breath. And what can you start to peel away here that doesn't serve you this evening? Where can you begin to soften a bit more? Let go. And then we're going to start to cultivate our breath. So taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Nice sigh out the mouth. Deep breath in. Big sigh, open mouth. Good, deep breath in. Big sigh out. Squeeze all that breath out. Again, deep breath in. Open jaw, big release out. Couple more like this on your own. Asking ourselves, what can I peel away? What can I let go of here? Take one more big breath in. And one more big breath out. And start to open your hands really wide and squeeze your fist in. And then release, opening your hands nice and wide. Squeeze your fingers in. Feel the difference between constriction and expansion. Opening and closing the hand. And then do a couple circles of the wrists in both directions. And let the hands rest back down. And flex the feet really strong. And then curl the toes, squeeze your feet in. And flex the feet. And then curl the toes. Flex the feet. Spread the toes. Squeeze the toes in, curl the toes. Good, then circle the ankles a few times in one direction. And then the other. Good. Now we're gonna open our jaw really wide. And then exhale, close. Jaw opens nice and wide. And then close. One more time, nice wide open jaw. And then close. We'll gently plant our feet on top of our bolster. If we don't have a bolster, we can just plant those feet on the ground. And a few inches from side to side, rock the knees. Right and left. Right and left, massaging the SI points on the back. Nice deep breaths in. Nice deep breaths out. Good, and then we're gonna bring our knees back to stillness and cross the right ankle over the left thigh for number 4 stretch. Right foot is flexed. Take the left hand, press it into the left hip point and push the right thigh away with the right hand. Draw the shoulders open and down. If you'd like to move into the variation with the hands interlaced around the back of the left thigh, it's there for you. It's also nice here to sometimes add on a bit of rocking again. Deep breath in. Full, complete exhale. Squeeze all the breath out. Deep breath in. Full, complete breath out. Deep breath in. Full, complete breath out. Good, then cross the right leg over the left as if you're sitting in a chair with the legs crossed. And we're going to start to draw those knees over to the left, but we're actually gonna change where our bolster is. So you're gonna take your bolster out from under your left foot and drop your bolster to the left side of your body, and then put those crossed legs over onto your bolster. There you go. You can either keep the hands on the body or open the arms out to cactus, maybe even looking towards the right to get into the neck. And take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Full breath in. Full breath out. Good. Do a couple more here on your own time. Really intentional, purposeful breaths. Remembering that the true essence of yoga is not about the postures at all. The postures are simply conduits to come into connection with our inner being, to remove mental tension out of the physical body, to bring us into a state of centered focus. Good. Squeeze the legs, bring them back through center, uncross them, slide the bolster back under the feet. And again, if you don't have a bolster, you're just doing this without. Even a block could work. Plant the feet back on the bolster and cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Pin the right hip down, push the left thigh away with the left hand. And if you'd like to come into the variation with the hands interlaced around the back of the right thigh, it's there for you. Also an option to rock gently from side to side, massaging the low back. Notice if those shoulders are creeping up towards the ears, gently encourage them down. Soft face, deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Last one, deep breath in. Big breath out. Good, we're gonna cross the right leg over the left and just kind of kick our bolster over to the right side and then drop those knees over to the right, onto the bolster, even onto a block. Arms open out to cactus. We're gonna look towards the left. Start to come into some deep breath, spreading it into the left side ribs. Finding that sense of surrender on the bottom of the exhale. Where can I let go? It's not which shape I'm in that's important, but what's the quality of my mind in each shape? Can I be kind to myself? Can I be curious towards what comes up in the mind and in the body? This is what the true practice of yoga is. Take one more deep breath in. One more deep breath out. And then draw those knees back through center. You can keep your bolster on that right side there. Make sure you have your strap, uncross the legs so the feet are right underneath the knees. And we're gonna send the right foot up into a strap. So flexing the foot, starting to get into the hamstring. And once you arrive there, very little effort in the upper body, right? Just the weight of the arms is pulling down on the strap, which is opening up the back of the legs. And we're just gonna do little pulses. So maybe an inch, 2 inches, pulsing the toes towards the head and then releasing it back, all while keeping shoulders open, jaw soft. So just starting to open up the back of the leg. If any other movement calls you, circling of the leg or moving the leg in any other direction, feel free to go there. Just explore what the back of your leg is looking for. Deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. Deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. Deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. Good. Bring the right leg to stillness. Send the left foot up into the strap and send the right foot down. Keep that openness in the chest and in the jaw, and just start to pulse the toes towards the head. It's an inch or two, small, subtle movement. And if there's any other movement that calls you in the legs, circling, any other directions, feel free to take yourself there. What does your hamstring need right now? Full breath in. Full breath out. Full breath in. And full breath out. Last one, full breath in. Full breath out. Good, we're gonna bring the right foot up to the strap with the left, and we're gonna rock up to a seated position. The legs are gonna be nice and long in front of us. Good, sit up nice and tall, open up the chest, and then exhale, see if you can hinge forward just a little bit, getting into the back of both of those legs. Scoot the sit bones back and leading with the heart. Take a full breath in. Soften on the exhale. Nice. Keeping the shoulders open. Breath in. Breath out. Nice deep breath in. And a breath out. We're going to remove the strap from the feet. We're going to plant the strap to the side. And we're going to come into a kneeling position. And so you can kneel sitting on a block, a bolster, a blanket, or if it doesn't feel good to you to kneel, you can always just come into a cross-legged seat for these next few stretches. Okay, hands are going to interlace behind us, and we're going to draw the fist down towards the heels. And we're going to take a nice deep breath into the chest, look up a little bit, feel that opening across the sternum, and take a breath out. Then do that again, breath in. Opening up the chest with your breath, and then exhale it out. One more. Inhale, open the chest. And out. Good, now come out of that back bend a little bit, but keep the hands behind the back and switch your grip. Okay, so opposite grip, if you can find it. And then we're gonna start to circle the neck. Nice and slow, no popping or cracking. If you wanna pause in a spot and take a few breaths there, know that you're welcome to do so. And then circle your head the other way. Good, gently bring the head back through center, release those arms to the thighs. We're gonna do some self-massage and marma points. So just getting some tension out with our own hands. So you're gonna rub your hands together. And I want you to bring your thumbs to your jawbone because this is a typically tight spot. And so you should be able to find that joint, right between your skull and your jaw. And you're just gonna massage. You can use your thumbs. Some people even like to use their fingertips, whatever's best for you. Just a massage into that area. You can go with circular motions or soft pressing. Not too firm, but also not too soft, right? A gentle firmness. You can even open up the jaw, kind of feel around that joint. And then let yourself start to explore. Maybe your hands move up to your temples or up to your forehead if there's any tension there. You can do small circular motions with the tips of the fingers, or again with the thumbs. Another area that holds a lot of tension is the back of the neck. So you can also bring your hands to the back of your neck and either press or squeeze, moving the neck around as needed. And again, mental tension manifests in the physical body. So being kind to yourself as you gently release tension here. Use big breaths to help that process of letting go. Moving energy, moving tension out. Last place that you may explore is coming into your upper back and shoulders. You can squeeze or press. Another notoriously tight part of the body where we hold a lot. Take a big sigh out the mouth. Letting it go. Okay. Release that. And we're going to come on to all fours. So blocks are at the top of the mat, blankets underneath the knees for extra cushion if you'd like. We'll move right into cat-cow first. So hands are under the shoulders, hips are above the knees. Moving from your heart, your sternum, I want you to draw your heart between your hands, look forward. And then exhale, round, push the back of your heart up to the ceiling and drop the head. Inhale, forward, cow. Exhale, cat. Matching the breath with the movement. If any other movement of the spine calls you, feel free to go there. So you can circle the hips or rock from side to side, letting your spine mobilize in all directions. Just a few more breaths here. And as you're ready, come back to a neutral spine. We're going to come into puppy pose. You can either place a block under the head or place the forehead on the mat. We're going to walk the hands forward, the hips stay in line with the knees, and we drop the forehead down. Again, connecting to block or to ground. So this is really nice opening across the chest and the shoulders. Let the shoulders drop down. Feel that beautiful expression across the chest. And you can use your breath here to deepen the experience in the posture. So breathing into your chest and back of heart space. And then exhaling, feeling all of that descend a little closer to the ground. Soft shoulders and jaw. Take one more full breath in. One more full breath out. And then walk the hands back under the shoulders. We're going to glide into a cobra. So you're going to drop the belly down. Lift up through the chest. Good. There you go. And then you're going to exhale back to downward facing dog. If you're looking for a little bit of a gentler practice tonight, just come into child's pose. Deep breath in. Open jaw, let it out. Two more, deep breath in. Open jaw, let it out. Last one, breath in. And let it out. Good, we're all gonna meet back on all fours. And we're gonna come into half gate pose, Parigasana. And you can use your blocks if you'd like. Our right leg is actually gonna come off the mat wide. It's gonna come off the mat nice and wide. And you're gonna push into the outer edge of the right foot. The hands are right underneath the shoulders. And we're gonna open up the left arm nice and wide. Good, and then reach it up to the sky. You should feel this rotation in your mid back. And then you're gonna exhale, thread your left arm under your right, reach for the side wall, and then come back up. Feel that opening in your back between your shoulder blades, and then reach left arm under right. Good, one more time, come on up. Really good for our mid back here. And then reach. Now plant the left hand back down and rise up, bringing the hands to the hips. Okay, getting into that inner thigh a little bit more. We're gonna bring the arms to frame the face. And then we're gonna float over to our extended right leg, reach up through the left arm, open the whole side body. Good. You can either place your hand on your thigh or your shin just to avoid your knee, or you can even scoop your hand in front of your belly. Reach through the left fingertips so you feel that full expression on the left side waist. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in and a breath out. One more breath in and out. Rise up, bring the hands back to the hips, hands to the blocks, and then send your right foot forward for a lunge. We're gonna bend and lengthen here. So starting with the knee in line with the ankle or behind it, we're in a nice lunge, pulling shoulder heads back. And then exhale, you're gonna lengthen, maybe come onto the heel of the foot and stretch the back of the leg. Okay, so you're ebbing and flowing between the two. You're gonna inhale into lunge, Anjaneyasana, and exhale back into Ardha Hanuman. Okay. You can either close your eyes or look at the floor and just feel into your experience, feel into your body. It's not what we're doing, but how we're responding to it. Just a few more. Breath in, breath out. The next time you bend into the right knee, we're going to tuck the back toes, step the back foot to meet the front. Hang, let it all go. A nice fold. Uttanasana. Sway from side to side. Open and close the jaw. Feel free to bend the knees, bounce the head and upper body. Really lovely unraveling of the spine. A nice big inhale. We're going to bend our knees and reverse sweep all the way up. Let the palms touch overhead. Lengthen the body. And then exhale the hands to the heart. Good. Interlace the hands behind the back. We're going to draw the fists down. Open up the chest. Take a big inhale. You might even look up to the ceiling. And then bend your knees and fold over your thighs for Yoga Mudra. Maybe if it feels safe in the shoulders, you draw those fists as if they could reach over the head. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more. Full breath in. Full breath out. Hands come down to the blocks. Let's step back to all fours. We're going to come into that Parigasana on the left side now. So left leg is going to come off the mat. Hands are on the blocks. And we'll open up that right arm. Rotate through the spine. And then reach underneath left. Very nice. 2 more times. Inhale, come up, open between the shoulders. And reach. Last time, open up between the shoulders, mid-back, and reach. Good. Rise up, hands come to hips. And then we're going to lengthen the left hand either down the leg or scoop it in front of the belly and arch over. Nice opening in the side body. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. 2 more. Open shoulders. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last time, deep breath in. And deep breath out. Rise back through center. Bring the hands to the blocks. And step the left foot forward for the lunge. Anjaneyasana, knees in line with the ankle or behind. And you're going to start to bend and lengthen. So as you exhale, lengthening, maybe shifting onto the heel of the foot, opening the back of the leg. As you inhale, coming forward into a bend. Coming into our experience. Not what I'm doing, but how am I doing it? How am I approaching this movement? Next time you bend into the knee, you're going to draw that knee back, coming onto all fours. And we're going to prepare for a nice restorative child's pose. So you can keep the blanket under the shins and knees. The bolster is going to go in front of us. And you can either put it flat on the ground, or you can place a block under it so it's on an incline. And if you don't have a bolster at home, you can just recline down to a block. It's always really nice to have a block under the head. Okay. You scoot that bolster between the thighs, and then we go ahead and lay our torso and our head onto the bolster. You want to make sure it all fits. Sinking the hips back towards the heels. And if you're using a bolster, you can turn your head to one side. You're going to feel your breath move. You're going to feel your belly move as you inhale. It pushes down into the bolster. Maybe you feel it sink down towards the floor. And so fix your attention there on your breath, on your belly moving, even on your back body moving, spreading breath into the low back and hips with each inhale, washing out on the exhale. And go ahead and turn your head to the other side if you're using the bolster. And just take a few more breaths here. And as you're ready, start to gently press your body out of your child's pose. We're going to come onto our backs. You're going to want a bolster and a block within arm's reach and the blanket behind the back of the head. As you come onto your back, it might feel nice to squeeze those knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug. And then drop the feet back down to the ground and grab your block. And you're going to slide it nice and narrow between the thighs. So squeezing the block between the thighs. You got it? Yeah. And then make sure those knees and ankles are in line. We're going to play with bridge for a few breaths here. So hands are going to press into the earth on either side of the hips. We're going to squeeze the block. Feel how that engages the pelvis, engages the low abdomen. And feel how it even slightly starts to lift the back. And then keeping that engagement, we're going to lift our hips up, pushing tops of thighs towards the ceiling, drawing the chin away from the chest. And then exhale, keeping that engagement, squeezing the block and lowering the hips back down. Inhale, squeeze the block, engage the pelvis and core, and then lift up. Exhale, lower it down. Squeeze the block, inhale, lift up. And lower down. Last time here, squeeze the block, engage pelvis and core, lift up. And lower back down. Release the pelvis, release the block, and hug those knees back into the chest for a temporary moment. All right, so we're going to come back into that twist that we started with at the beginning of our practice, where we cross the legs and we drop the knees over to the bolster. Now, I want to give you some options here. So one, again, if you don't have a bolster, you can always drop the knees down to a block. Or if this position feels a little tough on the knees or the hips, then you can go back to putting your block between the thighs and then just drop your legs over to the left in a traditional spinal twist with the block. Okay, so you have some options here. So either crossing the legs, dropping the legs over to a bolster or a block, or putting block between the thighs and dropping the legs over to the left, either to the floor or to the bolster. Open out the arms wide or even bring them to cactus. Turn the head towards the right. Soft gaze or eyes closed. Come into your breath. Just take a few more breaths here. And then as you're ready, draw those legs through center and drop them over to the right side. Turn the head over to the left. Just take a few more breaths here. And when you're ready, draw your knees back through center. You can give yourself a final hug. And then prepare yourself for Shavasana. So legs outstretched long, If you'd like, you can put blocks or bolster under the backs of the knees. Feet are wide, arms are wide, palms open, or you can connect palms to the body. We'll use this final time of rest for full absorption, full assimilation of our practice. It's not what we do, but what we're experiencing, how we experience it. Begin to deepen the breath again. Start to curl the hands and stretch them. Curl the toes, then flex them. Rock the head or open and close the jaw. And then sliding our feet to the mat, rolling onto one side, to the fetal position. Pause there. As you're ready, keeping the eyes closed, press the body up to an easy seated position. Sukhasana. We'll gather our hands at the heart, Anjali Mudra. It's taking a final moment to pause, thanking ourselves for making time for this practice, thanking all the teachers before us that brought us these practices. As you're ready, take one final breath in through the nose. Big breath out the mouth. Bowing the head to the heart. Namaste. Thank you all. Hope you sleep well. Have a lovely night.